Hey everybody, good afternoon. I am Kiera, the host of Real Hood Shit, and today I'm gonna do a quick little getting ready with me. Um, I'm about to go get me. I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to come and talk to y'all because I'm a person that celebrates small victories, and I've been doing this podcast for a month now. I was trying to figure out what I could do to commemorate this. And so I thought that I would come and show my face because I don't really show my face. And tell y'all a little bit about why I do the podcast, where the name came from, and yeah, just let y'all get to know me a little bit. So before we get into it, I'm not gonna be doing no extremely detailed makeup or nothing like that. I'm just gonna probably put on some eyebrows, maybe some eyelashes, and that's gonna be it because I'm just going to eat by myself. But yeah. So to start, I'm Kiera. I am 30 years old and I currently live in the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia. I said I was 30, right? Yeah, I'm 30. I'm married right now. I've been married for 2 years. We've been together for 3 years, and I have a 7-year-old from a previous relationship. I'm a Leo, so yeah, that's very interesting. I'm sure if you're one of those people that are into astrology and things like that. If you're not, then they was born in January. I was born in August. Yeah. So I started this podcast partially because I feel like my experiences can help another person. Also because it's just a way for me to, I started this podcast because for a long time I didn't really have a voice of my own. For a while growing up, I was always told that, I was just made to feel like, my voice. I didn't feel like I really had a voice because I was always told that I was blowing things out of proportion or too sensitive. Or I started this podcast because I'm at a place where I'm a lot more grounded and aware of the subtle intricacies of the small things that are happening in life, and I don't think enough people highlight the small things, the small changes that you have to have the courage to make that leads to these extraordinary changes. I just wanted to be a light for people who have been in situations similar to mine, or maybe they can just draw wisdom from situations that I've been through that will let them know, like, I'm not the only person that is going through this. I'm not the only person that has gone through this. And if somebody else can make it and they don't have their shit together, I can make it too. Because I'm not the person to put on airs like I got all my shit together, because I don't. I don't know. I probably have my shit together a lot more than I think I do. But I don't think I have my shit together. I just think that I have come to a place in my life where I'm not afraid of opportunities. I'm not afraid of failing. I'm not afraid of not getting my desired result. It's more about the journey than the destination. And my journey has been tumultuous and terrifying and beautiful and like blissful. And I was able to find my bliss in life and follow it by bringing attention to the small things. I'm a very attentive person. I've come to find that when it's on my heart to do things or say things or give things to people, that is like exactly what they need right then. I'm just grateful for alignment, because things have been changing so much for me in a scary way and in a beautiful way. And instead of letting the fear of the unknown just take me over, I have gotten to the place where I'm just like, what's next? You know, what am I gonna gain from this? Actually, a conversation I was having earlier today. We say that we don't know what's next and we're confused about our next steps, and you know, it's a little bit scary to do new things or do different things that you're not used to or that you're not familiar with. But I'm just here to tell you, you know, the life you want is right on the other side of all the stuff that you're afraid to do, all the programming you're afraid to let go of. And I'm just trying to help you free yourself one Friday at a time. That's why I call it Free Yourself Friday. I try to bring up topics that help me free myself and give y'all the tools that I used. And I mean, even if you don't necessarily use the tools that I give you or experience the same thing that I experienced, at least you'll be walking into a situation knowing that no matter what comes up against you, you can do anything because you got everything that you need right now. You got everything you need right now. And the name of the podcast. So at the beginning of this, I had two names that I wanted to name this podcast. I might even release the audio. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out a special occasion to release it or something. I don't know. But I had two names for this, and they were some names that I had looked up online. And you know, they were unique. They were names that nobody else was using, but and I kind of felt like they gave me the vibe, you know, they gave the title of the vibe that I wanted to have for this podcast. But I wanted something that was original. And I really couldn't decide. So when I launched it, it was my partially unnamed podcast because I did have a name. I had two names, and they were really good names if you were to ask me. But I don't know. I just couldn't decide on one. And then one day while I was recording, I had the idea for the name of the podcast just drop into my consciousness. And so I'm just like, I like the sound of that. Real hood shit. Hell yeah. You know, it's a play on my last name. My last name is Hood. I love being a hood, by the way. I really love being a hood. But anyway, okay, what? Getting off topic. I told y'all I'd be all over the place. But it was a play on my last name. And, you know, I do think that I have a real perspective for the spiritual side of how life works and how things work, and how the world that you create in your mind, or the world that you live in your mind, becomes the world that you live in outside of your mind. So I wanted to come and have transformative and candid conversations about things that we need to talk about, because we don't talk about a lot of stuff. Helping people, and I feel like I am giving somebody the encouragement that I wish I had at other parts and times, a person that I needed at the stage of life where I'm, crossing their path. And I mean, that's what this is all about. If I'm being honest, that's what this is all about for me. Being able to give somebody the shoulder to cry on, the girl you in danger talk. Somebody to have that girl you in danger talk with. Somebody to have that, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I know that I don't want to stay here talk. I wanted to have a safe space for people to come together and get that type of stuff off their chest, because most of the time, if I'm being totally honest, those are the things that are keeping you from achieving your goals and your dreams. Is not the fact that you don't have enough money to get your business off the ground. It's not that you don't have enough time to pursue your things. It's like negative things that people have said to you and you've said to yourself that you never went back and fact checked. So it's floating around in your DNA, and you got all these cells in your body that are operating from a place of you not being 100% accepting of who you are. So yeah, I'm done with what I'm gonna do. It's been a nice little chat. I want to thank y'all for giving me y'all time. I hope that this helped y'all to learn a little bit more about me and who I am and the reason behind the podcast. Maybe it'll bring you in more to want to listen. Maybe it'll run your ass away, and that's fine too, because I ain't for everybody. But for the ones that I'm for, I love you. I'm grateful for you. I'm here for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing us grow together. Until next time, y'all.